why Islam would discriminate against.
Okay, now when you say it's discriminating, then I will question that. I will say it is not a discrimination.
Why would you say it's
for the
Because if she goes to Iran, she has to wear a hijab. Every woman in here, if you go to Iran, a Muslim country, you're forced to wear a hijab. That's what Islam does in power.
No, but have you spoken
That's
to women and asked
repression.
them?
Yes, we come from here.
Okay, brother, let's continue. So basically, come on, respect the woman. Respect the woman. Respect the woman. Don't oppress the woman.
Okay,
Right.
there are many things you cannot with having hijab on.
No, what I'm saying is that.
With having hijab
No,
on,
can I say
you
something?
cannot, with having
Can I-
full
can I
veil
just
on,
make-
you cannot ride a
can I just make an
bicycle.
issue? Can I just-
I actually didn't see a woman with the veil and all full
Can I make
hijab
just one
on a
point?
bicycle. It's limiting. It is limiting.
Now, a dress code,
So
when we...
how can you do everything you want but your wife can't do because they have a hijab on? Just think about
When
it.
we are discussing about dress code, we need to understand the purpose of dress in the first place. Do you agree?
No, because hijab.
I mean, have you
Sorry.
Have you seen
Do you not agree?
Have you seen a soccer film?
Sorry.
with women Players,
You're going
soccer
to-
players running with their veils on.
Brother. My sister, my sister, please. Do you not understand? I'm sure you do. When we talk about dress code, whether in a space agency where you have to dress, how do you dress in a? Wait,
As long as you're comfortable.
sorry, 1 second. When you go into an aseptic environment, grade A, you know what grade A environment is?
What is it?
Okay. For example, if you're going in a lab where you don't want any
Personal protective.
No. I'll explain. An environment where we want to make it as sterile as possible. So pyrogen free from particles, whether they're from bacteria, viruses, fungus, and so on. So for example, in a lab we make total parenteral nutrition, we make chemotherapy, things like this. We go inside fully gowned. Sometimes they go down in such that only the eyes are visible. Now,
What does it have to do with hijab?
excuse me, sorry. So this is also a dress code. Do you agree?
Yes, there's a reason behind it.
Wait. So if there's a reason behind the dress code, in principle you'd be okay with that.
Yes.
Fine.
What
So
is
we're
the
getting
reason behind it?
Wait, slowly. So we're now getting somewhere. A dress code to be acceptable in any context, there has to be justifiable reason for it. You see, we've come to a point where we're agreeing on a lot of things.
Yes.
You and I agree on a lot of things.
Yes.
Whatever dress code that is, there has to be a justifiable reason.
Yes.
Islam justifies the dress code where it says when you go in public you have to dress modestly. So the question of modesty comes in. You can ask and we can discuss what defines modesty. What level of clothing defines modesty?
So,
For example,
veil is above
please,
Quran.
I want to.
I know Quran.
No. I want to give you an example.
Many verses
No,
by my
please,
heart.
please.
So,
Can you let me finish this one point and then we can continue? I want to demonstrate it's not just clothing. Imagine now someone wears full clothing, skin tight and see-through. That's clothing. Now, exactly, imagine Islamic hijab. Exactly, but it's all see-through. Now, the amount of clothing is the same. Do you think...
it is see-through. How is it the same?
Wait. The material is just see-through, that's different. But the clothing is from head to toe, for example.
Right.
Now, do you think Islam would consider it okay? Same level of clothing?
Islam would not consider it okay.
Right. So now you have a level of clothing is the same. It's not whether it's transparent or not. Do you see the... When we get here, how much clothing you put on yourself is not the extent of clothing from head to toe. That means it's linked with something else. It's linked with something else.
What is the reason behind it? What do you think is necessary?
I told you already, Islam wants women and men, don't forget men, to dress modestly in public. What they do in their private homes, whether they walk naked or not, that's not what affairs to Islam. Okay? What you do in public, because it's going to affect you and me, affect the society, affect my kids, affect my teenager son.
So
Right?
am I
You will.
expecting the society would not.
I'm not talking about you. Sorry. Do not bring any personal issues in. I am saying
you are thinking as a person with someone in your family with hijab on. You're thinking about rest of the society without hijab or affecting the society, right?
What I'm saying,
people around them.
any piece of clothing, depending on how you wear it, it will affect your level of modesty. Even if you wear the burqa, the khimar, the jilbab, more than even the normal jilbab khimar, but it's all see-through. Imagine it's made by polythene, see-through. It is not going to be acceptable. Even the level, even though the extent of clothing from head to toe is the same. So what is importantly highlighted here is what makes modest clothing. So Islam considers, it defines the level of modesty. It says whatever is apparent, for example, they can display whatever comes out apparent. So in an Islamic society, in a public appearance of a woman,
Islam is forcing women
not forcing.
to cover.
Excuse me. I take offense with this word Islamic forcing. When you talked about your hospital, or in Germany or anywhere, you don't use the word forcing. Be consistent. If you're going to use, my hospital forced me to work wearing clothes,
So if
you don't say that. You don't say that.
Okay, so you are a proper
in fact,
Muslim.
England is brother. England is forcing you to wear clothes in Speaker's Corner. How would you feel if I use this word? England is forcing you to wear clothes. You will say, what do you mean forcing? It's my choice. I wear. You see, you will take. Say, look, I don't accept that. I'm not being forced. I'm in England, but I'm not being forced. So when we talk about dress code, Islam considers a level of modesty with certain clothing. So for men, it has a level of clothing. Women, it has a level of clothing. And it says for both of them, lower your gaze. Lower your gaze. So
it did not consider the woman being comfortable in it or not. It just thought about society. So the woman in the height of the summer, which is 45 degrees Celsius, has to wearing it. And
so would you come here, or if it's 45
they're
degrees?
not comfortable in it.
So if it's 45 degree here, would you come here naked? Same question applies. You would not be able to, because the society has already restricted your freedom.
Nobody promoting nakedness.
So
Do you see that?
Nobody promoting nakedness.
What happens when people go to the beaches, sea beaches? They take off their clothes, don't they? Mostly.
We know religion promoting nakedness.
Excuse me. I'm not talking about your religion. I don't know where you're coming from. You need to
You just
understand
said
what
they're
discussion.
naked.
So as you realize, it doesn't matter how much clothing you put. You have to accept. We are forced by society, wherever we are,
No,
to a certain degree
tomorrow
of restriction of what we wear.
Your alternative is wait naked.
and then you'll understand what a woman goes through wearing full hijab on. Tomorrow come here, put the burqa on. If all Muslim men do that, maybe it will change their understanding of what I'm talking about.
Okay, let me tell you why I
And
don't
then
find
when
that.
when I speak with women with hijab, they say it's their choice, which I don't believe that.
Now,
they can't.
I want to make a comparison likewise. No.
Your choice.
Sorry,
Okay.
I want to make it like a comparison. One is very warm. Why even men are not going like in a scantily clothes at work? Some clothes. Why aren't men having a bikini at work when it's very hot? Why aren't they allowed?
The alternative is not bikini. The alternative.
Okay, what, not bikini? What is it called? An underpants,
The
right?
alternative to burqa is not bikini.
Excuse me.
Will you
You've come
be
to the wrong discussion.
comfortable in it?
No, I have a problem with
Will
that.
you
Because you don't have
will you be
answers.
comfortable in it?
Sorry.
Will you be comfortable in
It's
it?
not about comfortableness. Look, if
It
you're
is.
feeling okay,
If
excuse
you're
me.
not feeling
Sorry,
comfortable
sorry.
in your clothes, there's a problem about it.
Do women feel comfortable in their high heels?
No.
So why would they wear northern, for example?
Do you see the
What's
problem?
with you?
Do you see the problem? It's not about comfort.
Now, it's not a cult. There is not
Sorry.
there is not a
Now-
high heels
now-
religion.
now-
If you want to belong
now-
in it, you are gonna have
Look,
high
look,
heels
look.
on.
Now you have established one thing very interesting. Woman can wear things on herself even though it's not comfortable, like high heels. and you would have no problem with that.
Because of that women can become. So you decide for them.
Let me ask you
as
this
a
question.
religious
Do you
authority.
have a problem with women wearing high heels? Even this uncomfortable.
I should not. Do I have a problem with women wearing hijab?
No.
I don't have any problem with that.
So
My
are you
question
questioning
is why?
Islam?
Yeah, why is Islam?
Okay.
It's
Islam.
putting
Okay.
women
So let's come
in
back.
a certain-
Okay. So Islam says the beauty of woman is such that she
It
is.
is for the Islam to decide.
It's not for Islam to decide, it's for God.
And
If God decides, sorry.
the man-made God.
Sorry. If God decides that I should eat only things which are pure, and you say, Islam, man decided that, I might find that it makes sense to me, that it is actually God. In fact, I may be fully convinced that God has decided this only in the Quran, and I am convinced of that. That is why all of this discussion needs to, as we started, as you realize, needs to go back to the very core foundation. Does God exist? Has He communicated with us? Has He given us laws and regulations for our lives? If He has, and we know it's there in the Quran, I happily accept it. Because I see women have been used as a merchandise. Women have been abused, exploited by using their dress codes.
What is the alternative?
You're a woman.